Congratulations, JMU fans! Your Dukes just won the 2014 CAA Women's Basketball Championship. Celebrate in fashion with the official championship t-shirt available now at cafangear.com.
Can you say that 2014 CAA champions thing again?
2014 CAA champion James Madison Dukes.
Man, that sounds good. It's been a long time. First, I congratulate, Delaware and what Tina did this year with her basketball club. They lost so much, and I think a lot of people counted them down and out, with a lot of the young kids that they had. And I don't call them young. I think that they played too well to be considered young. They got to this point. But she did a fantastic job. It's a very, very healthy rivalry, and I'm sure if Tina was sitting up here today, she would probably say the same thing. They motivate us, and we probably motivate them. We're two very similar programs. I think both coaches are very, very competitive, very similar universities with the same mindset, the same goal, and to win a championship. And so, it came to a head today, and we were able to battle. But I thought they fought, and I thought they gave us a great challenge. But my team all year long has been fantastic. It's been hard to read them sometimes just because they're so loose. I don't know if they know what pressure is. I'm panicking sometimes, but they look so calm and cool. Sometimes they're dancing. Sometimes they're just kind of telling jokes. Sometimes I try to motivate them, and they just look like, all right, we got this, coach. We'll be fine. And, but we had a mantra all year long of just being we, sacrificing. And case in point, all these kids up here, they could be stars on any other teams, but they've sacrificed, with our little slogan of we. And case in point, all these kids up here, with the exception of Jasmine, were selected all conference. And before the tournament started, I said, look, I brought the six in, with Toya and with Angelo Mickens, and I said, all of you guys are deserving of an all-conference honor, but all of you aren't going to get it. So the ones who get it, let's go ahead and celebrate it. The ones who don't, let's go out and let's rally around them. And Jasmine was the one who didn't get it, and I just told her, I said, you're one of the best 15 players in this league. Go out and prove it. And she went out and she proved it. And about getting the most outstanding player award. But Jasmine will tell you, Kirby will tell you, Nikki will tell you, and Precious will tell you, they don't do it by themselves. And collectively, the way they do it is fantastic, and it was on display today. And if one's not playing well, somebody else picks up the slack. Kirby came out of the game today, and she said my shot's just not falling, and I told her that was a testament to her and how great a player she was, because we didn't need her to shoot it for her to be great. She came out, she had a tournament record, 22 rebounds. She did so many other things for us, and just her being on the floor, she's going to garner a lot of attention so the other people can do some things. But Precious came out today, and she was, she had that look in her eye. She comes over to me before every game, and I said, do I have good Precious today? And she said, yes, sir. And the look in her eye today, I knew she was going to be really good for us. And Gwathmey played extremely well. Nikki leads us in a way that has been very special. At the beginning of the year, I really didn't know. We were trying to figure things out. Trying to insert Nikki back into this group that had been playing so well together last year. And it took us a little while. Our schedule was challenging, and we weren't hitting on all cylinders. We were playing well. We were very talented. But it wasn't until the CAA, it was something we'd never seen before. The CAA gave us a bye the first week, and we had like 10 days off, and I didn't know what the heck to do with them for 10 days. And so, genius me, I went out and we had boot camp. Boot camp. We were going to fix this thing. I call it boot camp. They call it the week from hell. And I was crazy. And the first day we started that, Kirby goes down and twists her ankle severely and doesn't practice for the rest of the week. I think Toya falls and bruises her liver. She couldn't practice for the rest of the week. The next day, Jasmine goes out and she gets a concussion from Lady. And then all of a sudden, we looked like an AAU team. We had 6 people at practice, with no practice guys around. And I'm yelling and screaming my head off, and I'm trying to get things going. And finally, in Nikki fashion, she walks into my office and she shuts the door, and I felt like I was in trouble. And I'm like, what's this look on her face? And she said, will you please relax? We got this. We'll be fine. And from that point on, we started conference play, and I think we've been 18-1 since then. So this is a very, very special group. I'm very happy for them. I want them to be able to go out as champions. You know, Nikki goes out as two-time Defensive Player of the Year and 3-time champion. You know, and Kirby goes out as a Player of the Year and 2-time champion. So a very, very celebrated group of kids. You know, and then the future is still bright because we got these two to my left here for 2 more years. So we're very, very excited, and just a wonderful feeling to be champions. This 2.5-hour bus ride home, we'll get to exhale a little bit, and I'll enjoy it.
All right, questions?
Nikki, you've won 3. Kenny just mentioned it. But what's your career been like? Winning 3, just your feelings, that type of thing at the moment.
I was saying earlier, it's really like cloud 9 because it's not that it was expected, but having done it before and then just doing it again this year, I feel like this year was so much more special. I mean, with Kirby by my side being the other senior, but just with this team, it's a very special team. The chemistry we have on the court as well, off the court, is something you don't see very often. And like Coach was saying, we're such an unselfish team as well. And I think that goes and that says a lot because we have so many threats offensively, defensively, and it doesn't matter who scores the most points or who gets the recognition. We're all out there together, and it was definitely a we effort today as well as this weekend.
Jasmine, well, first of all, Coach, you told Jasmine go out and prove it. Was that before today's game or before the tournament?
No, it was right after the banquet.
Right
after the banquet. You know, Jasmine, you know, she's kind of cut from the same mold as Nikki. They're both unselfish. They'll do whatever. She's waiting her turn. You know, she knows that there's a pecking order, so to speak, you know, at JMU, and you know, we've got some very talented upperclassmen, and you know, she's just been waiting in the wings, and she's one of the most talented kids that I've ever coached, and but and no disrespect to her, but she's a great 5th option, you know, and when you have that as an option like that, you know, you're going to be a fantastic basketball team.
So Jasmine, Coach says that to you after the banquet. What do you make of that?
I mean, I just put in a mindset just to play these last 3 games my hardest, not second-guessing myself, and that's what I did.
Kenny, I'd asked Jasmine earlier. She had that breakaway layup about 2 minutes ago, and I've been calling her for to dunk all year, and it was the only thing I was thinking. Did you think she may try?
No. You know, it was she needs a couple more squats with Greg Werner, our strength and conditioning coach. I've got a couple pictures. I'll send it to you on Twitter that we were down in see, that's probably what happened why we lost to Charleston. She was trying to dunk. But in practice, you know, she went up, and I thought it was going in. And she's there. She's a couple more. I think next year she'll try it.
Kirby and Nikki, I've talked to you guys about the fun you've had in the WNIT, and you didn't want to go back there this year. Can you talk about that? Talk about what you learned from that, how that might help you, and just talk about going to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, we had 2 years of that. We were it was a good run, played some good teams, but that's not what we ever wanted. We want the NCAA tournament. We want to make some noise with our team this year. I feel like this is the best team that we've had to make some noise, and we're just excited to get the chance to do that.
Yeah, without a doubt. The WNIT, it was fun, but we were tired of it. Bigger, better things, and with this team, like Kirby said, I think we could make a lot of noise in the NCAA tournament, and I think that's something that this team deserves.
It's for anybody, but you guys put that 12-0 run, I guess, midway through the first half. Did you feel like you put it away there? How are you feeling during after that?
I mean, our mindset was just playing how we know how to play. Just having energy. That I feel like that's what caused that run, is us having energy. Us wanting to go into the game. You know, like we knew we weren't gonna win the game. Like the first 5 minutes, like Coach said, we weren't gonna win it the first 10 minutes. So we just knew like we had to keep pushing, and that's what got us the run right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Coach talked a lot, especially before the game, about the process throughout the game. Like Precious said, it's not gonna be the first 5, the first 10, and just the process and enjoying it. And each media timeout, just coming together and doing something small, something else, like grab the rebound, grab the loose ball, just finishing it all the way through for 40 minutes.
This team's done that all year long, you know, which has been evident by a lot of the lopsided losses or wins that we've had. And there's a lot of times you can take your foot off the pedal, and so we just play. We play in spurts. We don't just say, hey, let's win this half. Let's win this this media, this timeout, this little run. And a lot of times when they come to the bench, we say, hey, it's 0-0, 0-0, go out and play. And they've been doing it all year long. I've never experienced anything like this. It's almost been like, UConn-esque, where our victories have been, by a lopsided margin. But these kids have done a fantastic job all year long of not letting up. And tonight, it paid dividends for us. We got on a little run, and I kind of joked with them a little bit. I said, you're going to throw a left-handed punch, all right, and then you got to throw a right-handed punch, and they're still not going to go down. Then you got to throw a left-handed punch again, and that's what they did. They threw the left and the right, and we kept on going, and then we were able to put it out, put it in, and put it on cruise control towards the end.
Kirby, I can't help but notice you're reading every single word on that little trophy there next to you as you
Oh no,
or the plaque.
the band gave us
Oh,
a note,
okay.
so.
No, the plaque. But just in general thought, I mean, you got something as a freshman that was taken away from you the last couple of years. You didn't win the title, and then to win it as a senior, to reclaim what you had before. How does that make this one, I would assume, more special than the
Yeah,
first one?
it makes it way more special. And like Nikki was saying, just with this team, it feels like the most special team we've had. So, going out the way we did in the regular season, then just being able to go out with a win with this team, with Nikki being a senior, getting the chance to keep playing in the NCAA tournament, which is what I wanted to get back to, is just everything I could have wanted for my senior year.
And if I'll comment on their senior, I mean, these two to my right, if there's such thing as a first ballot Hall of Famer in JMU, I think these two have to be it. You look at Nikki's accomplishments, and I joke a lot. These two, I've known both of them since they were about 10 years old, and the things that they've done, and it's very special for me to watch them go out champions. I really wanted this for them, and they work as hard as anybody. I joke a lot of times I probably spent $10 recruiting them, because they were in my backyard, but they come out and they really set the tone for these two to my left, and I think these two to my left will follow suit, and they learned a lot of valuable things, from these two, and I'm just very happy for them. I'm very happy for the whole team, because everybody sacrificed so much. Everybody could have gone out and just tried to be the man or done anything, but they really came together and sacrificed, and it's a wonderful feeling.
Anything else? Thank you. Congratulations once again.